like they might just have the favorable position. That being said, they were favored on a lot of the maps, statistically. I think there was only 2 maps where Nine Pandas kind of edged it out. That was Mirage and Anubis, and obviously neither of those are in play, so Nuke makes sense.
Yeah, well, let's jump into the next match here. It's obviously a best of 1 if you are just joining us. This is the ESL Pro League Season 20 European closed qualifiers here. We're in the group stage, and well, sAw versus Nine Pandas. This is the second match of the day. Let's see how it goes. Oh, straight into the match balls. Cursed.
These things do happen. That's all right. We'll kick off momentarily. But yeah, this is a pretty exciting matchup for a few reasons. Obviously, sAw, like I said, this is a team that you and I have gotten to broadcast a lot over the last few years. I know that they were always a favorite of yours, so always looking to see how they were going to do. Nine Pandas, it kind of feels like, have struggled in recent times. You know, previously they were very much one of the higher tiered teams, and they find themselves here in Pro League. They've been playing things like CCT recently, some of the smaller tournaments, so not really reaching the heights that they'd had before. So again, a little bit of a proving ground.
Ujo's going to get a headshot. That is unfortunate. Flash going to be coming out right in front of him from his teammate. Maybe helps him get out of dodge. We'll have to wait and see if he survives any longer on that front. Whereas Dolce sitting above the heart at the moment, waiting for someone to potentially cross on under him. Nine Pandas definitely taking a bit of a slower approach than you could potentially expect from some of the teams here, especially on the T side, pissed around. I've not really cast a lot of these players in a long time, actually, for Nine Pandas. I mean, Glowin, yeah, probably most recently. See how they do as they charge on in through a heart attack. We met with some Julie's Irish Dolce misses a lot of initial shots, but gets the job done for a moment. But Shalfie with the opening kills is able to turn it back around. And Story from Heaven, look at the try and get the trade in here. It does exactly that, but dropped far too soon. Utrax low HP up in Heaven as well, even low now on 7 HP. It's going to really sit on Mutras to try and open this up on this position. Unfortunately, they are going to be able to get a decent position on him here. Trying to fake his way down, it's not going to help here. Shalfie going to be crossing on over, but doesn't matter. Kills come through. Well played.
Yeah, great bit of recovery there from Nine Pandas. They lose their first player very early on, but they're able to kind of force Arisdache off of that position, shut him down, and garner full control of the site. By the time the rotations come through, bombs being planted, and there's not terribly much more that sAw can do. They come through Nine Pandas with 2 of their players still surviving at the end of that round, feeling pretty darn good about how that one went. They'll be able to get a very sizable buy into this one. Interestingly, sAw opting for the second round force. Now, this did become a little bit more popular when CS2 first released. Then it kind of fell out of popularity, but I see a lot more teams doing it again recently.
Oh, through the smoke, Mutras. Absolutely disgusting. Lucky on that shot, but it lands, gets the job done, and they've taken down one of the players, one of the guns, which I think the spare gun has been thrown out of the map. Oh, but another one going to be coming through. That's also going to be the bomb dropped. Story with a huge informational play along with crucial kill. And be a player down in towards B, but it doesn't matter. Dilatus, he jumps, he gets caught out. This is crumbling for Nine Pandas. Can they bring it back? Glowing with the first kill there, coming in for the second one as well. Roman gets dropped. Muserus. Well, that scout isn't going to be enough. We'll see. Arisdache going to really be put it in their favor. It's going to be a 1v3 health. Not so favorable for this player. A single shot from that scout can take him out. It doesn't have to be a headshot. Bomb recovered. 1v2 now as well. Come down to size. Arisdache hasn't picked up an upgraded gun. From that kill he got on the site. I don't know if he had a chance. The gun might have dropped on top of the silos there, Sam. Oh, but down he goes. Glowing, going to be meeting up with him. He hits his shots, but not enough. As Arisdache able to clean up, pick up the gun. And they are looking super healthy there as they bring it back with no bomb plant. Losing all the guns. Nine Pandas, they're in disarray.
Yeah, not the round that they wanted. I will say, I don't know if anybody else had this moment, but like Arisdache was like reload, shot, shoot, reload, shoot, reload, shoot. And all I could hear was "We will rock you." Just in my head constantly the whole time he was doing that. It took a lot of willpower not to sing that. So You're welcome. But 9 Pandas gonna be feeling the brunt of losing that round. A deagle round for them here. And looking to make a miracle.
Oh, good initial kill there, but Misha is going to take a lot of damage, but the scout is back. This time it's on story. The tags come through as well. I love a good scout play. Absolutely love it. And Eagles as well. That's going to be from 9 Pandas. They're going to be entering on in. Oh, what? The timing. So last 2 players, they're known. But they're going to be able to get the bomb down here. Because Roman decided to go down towards double doors. He'd gone straight towards the single there. If stood a chance to deny that bomb plant. But honestly, as long as they get the kill here, I think they should be pretty happy. Panda's going to be able to find next round. Can they win this one? They may well be able to. They take down 2 of the players. It's going to be a scout and a deagle. Never mind. It's just going to be Story. He's currently got 2 kills. He's going to have to get another 2 to close it out if he wants to stand a chance. The no scope on the scout gets the kill. Plax. He's got the lineup here. He's got the information and he's got the round.
Yeah, no kit on Story made it incredibly difficult. Damn near impossible to clutch that one out. Great positioning from Clax. Honestly, sAw do a really good job of, like, or rather 9 Pandas do a really good job of keeping this close. There was a moment there where it felt like sAw were going to run it down, completely decimate the forces of 9 Pandas, defuse the bomb, Bob's your uncle, happy days, no questions asked. However, 9 Pandas with some really snappy shots keep it so unbelievably close. And yeah, Story, last one left alive, tries his best to clutch it out. The no scope to come through, creating so much space. But Clax plays off site. He knows he just has to play that time down. And there's really nothing more that Story can get done. So 1 to 9 Pandas clutching it back. And the economy is very much on its head here. The scout's still in play, not quite getting the same tags that we saw earlier.
You know, the spam from Zoche, I think he heard the tags. David's got the kill as well. Beatrice is back off. Alright, well, that's what they do as they go down.
Alright, 9 Pandas slowly making their way down towards this B site. And they've been relatively unspotted. So they've got a lot of space to work with here. The only real barrier to entry is going to be Story. He's alone down on the site. sAw haven't started to rotate yet. They don't quite have the information that it's happened. But as soon as the head peeks through, there you go. Shots through the window to give over the announcement.
Oh, Story. That timing on his side. Ujax could try and clean up. He's going to be able to find 1 kill there. Denier, Roman, falls. He's going to be able to cash Alfie off guard. That's a good position, but Ujax has to stay alive. More important than just get that initial kill. The bomb is getting planted, but it's going to be stopped by Aristotle, who has to get that reload in. Glowing now left in a 1v2. That flash was perfect, but doesn't come through to fruition. Such low HP on play on each side. Now it's going to be 1v2. Aristotle, who's sitting at 80 HP more than his opposition. Playing around this solo. There is a nade on him, and he gets the kill. Glowing, peeking up in towards office. Unfortunately, the wrong position.
Great round from Arisdache as well. A 4K from him to help clutch this one out, get that defuse through, and even out the scoreline. And it must be said, the bomb plant attempt there, out in the open, no cover whatsoever, and you know that so many of the CTs are still alive. That was brave, to say the least. You're not expecting necessarily that the guy's gonna swing out and just shut you down, but unfortunately, it may very well have cost them the round. A little bit of extra patience there, perhaps planting safe behind Silo. Maybe that would have been the difference maker. But again, hindsight, it's 2020. And it's sAw to get themselves up onto 2. 9 Pandas back down into a very broken bye. This economy is just not stabilizing. We keep going 1 for 1 for 1, and eventually something's got to give.
Oh my god, Ujax. Extra bit of money in the bank. Does get traded out. Important to note. Gun will get recovered, but the reload has to come in for that as well. Story gets tagged heavily, but remains alive. Plax. Looking to follow up on this as well. The Tech 9 in hand, looking up in towards the heaven. Would have spotted that arm. He's going to be taking the shots early on. They get the damage, but not quite the kill. But the nade should follow up nicely. Only does A little bit of tickle damage there. 3 HP done. Story from a distance. Low HP. Low amount of bullets. They're just going to be YOLO pushing this. That's brave. Should be working out. Smoke's going to go down. It's an interesting tactic. Oh, from behind. They're going to get pushed. They're not careful here. Mutrus should be able to catch them off guard. And then go up into heaven if they wish. But where from at that point? They're going to hope for a flash out in towards that position, I'd imagine. Story at this distance. He's going to be holding the outside position. If he gets dropped, that could spell danger. Nade going out as well. Oh, smart play. They would have known that he's a little bit tagged down. I don't know if Mutrus was spotted or not. He may well have been at that point. That was fully believable. Doesn't matter if he was or not. They're going to dive in for him. And he's going to be able to pick up 2 kills there.
I said that, you know, eventually something's got to give, and it feels like we may have kind of reached that breaking point here. So giving themselves that lead now, 1 round advantage, the reinvest for them. Sure, it's reasonably heavy, but they have the money to spend. 9 Pandas, on the other hand, very, very little to work with. And this is where sAw could very easily run away with this half. And again, Nuke, CT, hand in hand. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Peanut butter and jam for us normal people. It just makes sense. And unfortunately for 9 Pandas, sure, they've done a lot. 2 rounds already. That'll help, but they need more.
Oh, good initial kills. I really want a peanut butter and jam sandwich now.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Gonna have to make do with you jerks getting the kill. My final one.
It's a pretty good snack.
Clean round. Didn't really expect anything else from that round. You do see this buy coming in here, Sam. Should be fairly plain cut. Decent amount of utility on their side. Should be a probably Galil coming out. No, okay, they're gonna. Yeah, there we go. I was gonna say he wants to buy in the full util there.
All right, Story, AWP in hand. We saw some fun little pot shots come through with the scout a bit earlier. Now with a slightly stronger weapon in hand. See what more he can make of that. 9 Pandas with a force into this one. They kind of have to. The rounds are running away from them, but more than that, they kind of need to make this work. They really want to damage saw's economy as much as possible. Now that they have the AWP in hand, they're going to be in a good footing.
Oh, Smoke just coming back in time to cover up that position. That push, rather, down in towards Secret. This is looking pretty interesting for 9 Pandas. The players in which they've got positioned around the map, they're going to be able to put a lot of pressure on the opposition here. And it looks like they are actually playing over towards ramp, which could actually be a dangerous position for 9 Pandas to attempt to push. They could end up getting clothesline if they depend too heavily on this. Boosts not going to come out. I thought it may well have done, but Nuke is going to be able to find the first kill, and he's going to go for the spray. Spray and pray there. Mutra is going to be left alone here. The damage is done. The push could come out through radio room as well. Shafi's going to be coming in from behind. Roman's going to be able to pick up the first kill from behind as well. Mutras, he knows they're going to be sneaking up behind him most likely here. And Shafi's going to be in a good position to catch him off guard, but he doesn't. He fails. He stumbles. He crumbles. And now Glowing. He's got no bomb. He's got no time.
Honestly, the play from Ujerks is great. He takes that aggressive position, and he's essentially drawing the attention away so that no one realizes that Mutras is tucked in. Because why on earth would there be 2 players there? Except that there are. So he gets taken out. They don't check that close angle, and Mutras is able to get yet another one. 2, in fact, follows it up beautifully. And you said it. Ramp was going to be dangerous. It was. It was nigh impenetrable. sAw do a good job of shutting that one down. 9 Pandas really needed to make something happen in that round. Look at this cash. They keep forcing up and they keep forcing up, and they just haven't been able to build anything. So we see them take a timeout now. Do they force again is the question. Hopefully not. They have very, very little money to play with here. The most they could hope for is maybe an upgraded pistol and a little bit of util. I think the right call here is just save it. Maybe get a touch of util and allow that AK to do what it can do and play for next.
We'll see them. Oh yeah, I mean, I suppose Glowing's got no money actually. I mean, usually if they all have this level of money and the round loss bonus, they'd buy down to like 1.5 to 2k on some of them. It's depending on if they want to play into an AWP as well. Yeah, so that's about right. That's about what I was expecting. It's dangerous for glowing, but they can make it work into the following round. So hero AK play. And also just that last round, by the way, they got timed. Just the fact that they got slightly pushed in towards that nuke position, they weren't quite ready for it, meant that the flank coming in through hell was probably about 3 seconds off, maybe 5 seconds. So by the time they came into the execution, it was just unfortunately bad timing. They've already got engaged, which put them off their kilter. But can they convert it on this round? Probably not from the looks of things, but there's always a chance. We love these Tech 9 rounds. Oh, Aristotle with the first kill. He's going to get tagged heavily, though. This is a potential opening. Utrecht's going to get headshot as well. He has to be careful. Demetrius is going to be there. They're going to be stacking outside. Aristotle cleans up. And the AK has no effect on this round. No bearing. Now we've got Sharpie, last one, left alive, sitting in the smoke next to Roman, who's got 4 HP, Sam. Of course. They don't know where each other are. Smoke fades. So does his life.
There you go. And Roman, to be fair, he's been a little bit quiet so far this map, but slowly starting to wake up a little bit more here. I think the real... So I generally don't like pointing this out, but I feel like 8 rounds in, it is worth mentioning. Itis balance, 0 and 8 currently. Not having a great show of it so far. Has an AWP in hand now. And I'm hoping that this is kind of the beginning of a resurgence, a beginning of an opportunity to start getting himself on the board, start making an impact. Because when you have such a high investment, it's got to pay off.
Yeah, you know what? I believe. Let's see him doing this round. He may well be tagged down already. Doesn't matter. He's going up. Let's see him pick up a nice flying piece. If that's all possible. He's going to go in for the deep molly. But it's going to be Aristotle with the kill before he can do anything. Almost feels like Nine Pan has been a little bit timid here. I obviously know the push in towards Hot there wasn't anything timid, but the rest of the players are just nowhere to be seen. So he had no backup whatsoever, and you can see how far back they are here. There's a tick of a message being sent in chat, so who knows, maybe something's up, but they're a bit of an odd place. They've got no presence anywhere. And this is going to allow Utrecht and coaches just push up, but oh, works in their favor. They get the initial kill. The trade does come through. Taking down that player's good, but it's not enough.
I mean, at this point, do you still try to contest? Their money is in such a dire position. Losing all of their weapons, yeah, sure, you'll have you'll have full loss streak bonus by the end of this, but do you risk it? There you go.
Oh, Roman getting that kill, and like the Roman Empire, seems like 9 Pandas are crumbling. Nutrius should be able to find a smart skill here. No, never mind. It's going to be Clax. 12 HP, staying alive. 1v3. Let's go, lad. 18 seconds. He's going to get pushed as well. Well, this player up above, and now Aristotle is going to get dropped finally. This round, Aristotle is currently sitting 14-3, Sam. Solid performance from sAw at the moment, and closing in this round is so important. What happened?
So, obviously 9 Pandas start with a really aggressive push, but there's so much suppressive fire from sAw, they're not willing to push, and instead of cancelling and doing something else, they all just kind of hang out in that lobby area for so long. They keep trying to, like, ego take these fights, and they all just get mowed down for it. They get stuck. The mid-rounding has not been great, and I think that maybe they kind of get into their own heads a little bit once the initial plan goes awry. You're kind of like, oh, what do we do now? And I think that that's kind of been a big stumbling block.
I feel like it's somewhat miscommunication. They backed off, potentially go outside, and then the outside players came to potentially push into radio. But either way, we move on. Aristotle from above finds 2. Those get traded out. Roman's going to be here to pick up the pieces along the story. But yeah, I mean, back to the previous round, I think it may have been just a little bit miscommunication, but they were playing very submissive by the time they needed to be a little bit more aggressive. So obviously, like you said, they started out aggressive in towards that hut position, but it then just seemed all the players tried to back off from all the crucial positions. So they had nothing to deal with. And it was read perfectly by sAw, who were like, well, we're just going to push this from ramp.
All right, Nine Pandas, bit of money in hand. 2 rounds left in this half. If they lose this round, they're in some serious dire straits. They're already in dire straits. They need to bag these next 2. And that early bit of chip damage could be a difference maker.
Good initial fight there. All players survive, but damage is done. That nade doesn't quite deliver the damage, the punch that was needed. Story's going to be in a dangerous position as well. Down in towards Secret. There is still util left on the side of 9 Pandas. Not much of it. And only a Molotov could deal damage, but could be enough. Eye disbalance. KD of, well, -10 at the moment. See if you can switch that around. I believe, Sam. I believe.
Stranger things have happened. So perhaps there is a moment for it. I do like that sAw kind of, they take that early aggression and then they pull back. They're like, all right, cool. We're not going to push this unnecessarily. We've taken a lot of damage. We're going to wait it out. We're going to hold these angles. 9 Pandas, however, also slow down massively, waiting to see if sAw get aggressive and make a mistake. But they're on this T side. Eventually, they have to make a decision and they have to actually go. And with limited utility to make it happen, now a little bit of util used over towards A, trying to fake it out, but they're going to head down secrets.
Good trade that. Glowin's going to be picking up the AWP. Minus balance was the distraction Muterus. He lines them up, but only knocks one down, and Glowin with the AWP picked up from Story. Able to deliver the kill and blow that on Ujax. Roman, he has to be careful, has to be quick. The peak round is going to be Glowin with another one. 18 HP, this hero player coming through, but Arisdoche tries his best, but he's sent packing. And finally, Sam, after what seems like forever, we get around on the board from 9 Pandas, but is it too little, too late?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, 4 rounds on your T side of Nuke would not actually be the worst in the world. That is more than doable. 8-4 for any half, just about, is workable. So I think that they still stand a really solid chance once we swap sides, but some things are going to need to change. Itis Balance, I mean, Glowing did better with the AWP than Itis Balance did in that last round. And sure, everyone has an off game, and I don't like to harp on it too much, but it's becoming an issue.
I mean, if he dies this round, he's died every round. And if he gets no kills, that'll be death no round. Anyway, yeah, let's move on. I still believe in him. Let's see what we can do. Story with AWP this time doesn't even get a shot off. Glowing. Gonna be the perfect counterpoint to that Story. Muterus has to be careful as well. If he overextends through that A main position, he could be traded out. Plax going to be pushing on in towards this ramp position. They should have the advantage here. They have to line it up perfectly. They spot him. The damage comes out, but the kill remains in the side of 9 Pandas. This could be the 4th round we're looking at. 3 versus 5.
Save call is probably the right call to make, yeah? I say save. You can't save. They have to push this. I'm being silly. Never do maths on stream. Now they have to retake with only 3 players. That's going to be a tough one. Itis Balance! Yeah, he did it, boy. You were right, Tom. We
let's
just
go! Oh, another one!
Oh, let's go.
It. Oh, he took the shot that one. Couldn't quite get it, but he kills the board. We're going to go into a break. We'll be right back.
right, an 8-4 half for sAw. They're going to be feeling pretty good off of the back of their CT side. But 9 Pandas now, with only 4 rounds in the bank on that T side, they head into their own CT, and they go aggressive.
Yeah, straight on in. Over towards ramp now. They may stand a chance. Glowing gets a tag, but no kill, no dice. He jumps away, makes his way over towards the B site. Is he going to stay alive? No, he's not. Story demolishing him. Let us trying his best to stay alive here. Hits the initial headshot before fading away. He's going to get chased as well, but he's got a teammate behind him. It doesn't matter. Udrug's going to be able to find another kill there. Itis balance. He finished the last round of last half with a couple of kills, and well, he finds one in this round. Plax left in a 1v3. I don't believe there's a kit available for him to pick up, but well, there are a couple of kills available. See if he can pick up some more, but the bomb going down is huge, and Roman picking up the final kill is even better. Mutra's the only one not to get a kill.
I saw going to be really happy with that one. They just continue that streak. And for 9 Pandas, I mean, that pistol round was really, really important. That was really the stepping stone that they needed to try and propel themselves forward a little bit. Now they're going to do what sAw did on that previous round. Itis balance, scout in hand. Can he get the same kind of value that Mutra's did the first time? I know Story eventually went over onto it, but when Mutra started, he was the one that kind of kicked things off. So hopefully we can see some similar value here.
For sure. Oh, through the smoke. Last half, we saw this in this same second round, but with a scout on the side of sAw. This time it's the random Galil sprays. Oh no, Clax! If you're this player, you're going to be so triggered. You've just been absolutely deleted there. Ideally, he should be getting the deagle pickup from Glowing, but they're just not really in the position to switch it around at the moment. I just balance with the scout. He can't quite connect. Never mind. I'll eat my words alive, as he's going to be able to pick up 2 tags there. Honestly, that could be the opener that they need. They've just been able to do a decent amount of tags, but Glowing's going to go down, Clax. They don't know he's tagged. He's going to be able to find 1 kill. Not good for any more. Story deletes him on the server, and Shalfie's last one left alive. A 1v4. They know exactly... Sorry, a 2v4. They know exactly where one of them is. You know, I balance was somewhere towards B. Or at least ramp with the scout. It's going to be a save on these 2 players. And they go next. And it's going to be 10-4 Sam.
Yeah, not the greatest start to this round that 9 Pandas would have wanted. And unfortunately, high gamble. Massive risk taken by forcing into this round, because normally, you all know, if he doesn't, if they don't buy here, they get rifles in their 3rd round. Now, however, after losing this round, they were trying to do what sAw did, backfired, and they're going to go into this next round with, like, nothing to work with. And that's already sAw now on double digits. That's going to be them on 11 rounds. Their reinvest is tiny, so even if damage is done, they're not worried about economy. So they're not worried about economy. They're not worried about their score line. They're feeling pretty damn good, and it's 9 Pandas who are feeling the heat.
He is definitely turned up. I'm just wondering if we're going to be seeing a return of... not return, but same sort of results as last game, where we saw spring back from CT side, but I don't know, not likely. Never mind. Shalfie. Huge just drops out like, hello. Dead. Roman again through the smoke. Gonna deliver a lot of damage. It's gonna be Itis balance. Gonna be able to find the trade on that player. Mutris from a main delivers a decent amount of damage. Not the kill in below though. Roman is able to finish it though. Gonna be able to pick up 2 kills, but it's going to cost him his life. It's going to be 1v2. Or 1v1 if you want to be toxic. Roman going to be darting away with the bomb over towards the B site. Should be able to get the plant. Never mind. Not going to be able to quite do it. That's the way moment. Itis balance. He's got 4 HP. The bomb plant has to come through. The peak from Itis balance. He gets it. The push. The 1v2 was for sure in the favor of their side. Well played, but the bomb going down is going to give some security to the side of sAw.
I mean, that opening deagle shot does so much to just kind of give them a little bit of room to breathe, a little bit of space to work with. Unfortunately for sAw, that kind of spelled the beginning of the end of that round. And Idas Balance, gotta hand it to him. He salvaged that round. He is the whole reason they were able to win that one. So we talked our shit, and he told us to sit down. And hopefully he can keep that streak up. AWP back in hand, and he's looking to make his mark out. I mean, he's already tied up with Deletes after one round. You know, he like doubled his scoreline in that round. He's going to be feeling a lot more confident, it feels like. But sAw still in a really good position here. Had quite a bit of cash to work with.
Yeah. All I want to see from this is Idas Balance try and hit double figures and just show that, you know, gotta have some belief. Oh, that's a good nade. Glorin, he's gonna line them up, knock them down. Good Molotov as well. It's gonna allow him to stay up here for a little bit longer. Idas Balance with AWP can peek on in, but Glorin's gonna be taking the kills. Idas Balance just gonna be backing away from this position. Potentially Glorin goes with the spray. He's left alone. He's dropped a story now left in 1v2. He's gonna go for the peek no matter what. And Idas Balance, perfect angle, gets the kill. Wow. Glorin.
Yeah, I mean, what a round from him. Just absolutely stepped up. And to be fair, he's been performing incredibly well throughout this this match so far for the 9 Pandas side. Obviously, a couple of the sAw players doing as good, if not a little bit better. Arizdache, the Sweet Rice, performing incredibly well. But Glowing is having a great performance so far, really kind of picking up that slack a little bit. And now with the rest of the team starting to wake up, starting to, you know, feel the power of the CT side, we may yet see that kind of comeback resurgence that we saw in our previous matchup. It's 6-10, but sAw on pistol, so we're looking at a 7th round. And if they win, you know, the next one, it's only a 2-round deficit. This is becoming a doable affair for 9 Pandas.
I love this approach from sAw. This is just such a throwback kind of round from them, where they're actually just using this to talk. They're using this as an extension to their break time. And for anyone who's, you know, new to the scene, and I say new, if you've just joined the scene for Counter-Strike in the last 10 years, previous to that, in other versions of the game, there never used to be any pauses. You used to have to utilize these kind of pistol rounds where, okay, you may not be able to win them, but you can at least use some tactics and calm down. And I just love it. It's a good approach. Let's see if they can do anything, though. There is a headshot going to be coming out. Fact's going to have to back off for the P250 players down. He does eventually get traded, but it's not going to be that much money in the pocket for Mutris. But it does land him up at 4.9k. It's an extra smoke.
I mean, at least they do get that 1 kill, right? The consolation prize. Now they have guns in their hands. Now, this is the round that I was really waiting for. This was the round that I think that could be a big definer, because it's full buys across the board. sAw don't have the AWP in hand. They didn't have enough money to invest into that, but they do have rifles. They have full armor. They have all of the utility that they could possibly need. 9 Pandas, similar story, but with their own AWP. Now we find out what is the true mettle of these two teams.
I did raise the question of if we're going to be seeing a repeat of the last match, and it's just coming ever closer, especially with Idas Balance showing up on the server. Glowing just continuing his reign. Clax doing a solid job. We need to see more of Roman's random sprays through the smoke. Get some of that early damage, but it's not going to be here. So now we're going to be seeing them counting down the time. Getting rid of some of these smokes. So how will 9 Pandas respond here? Well, it's with a kill. Roman's going to get dropped. Currently, sAw leaving to 55 seconds to react to try and do some kind of push here. And here they go through Squeaky, but it's going to be Letter. It's going to be able to mow them down. That's going to be 3 kills. What a play. And Mutris is just left there. A second ago, he had 3 other teammates. Now he's alone. He has to save 40 seconds worth of saving. And 9 Pandas, they might be out for blood.
Did you know, Tom, that apparently pandas are vicious, incredibly vicious creatures with, you know, they have vengeance on their minds, apparently. Who knew?
Yeah, I mean, you're still there, Bamboo. I'm gonna mess you up.
Truly.
8 rounds.
Man. I love that they're hunting this as well. They want to take Mutras out of control, but is it gonna be a bad decision? Oh, Mutras looks the wrong way. Not Mutras, the Leads, obviously.
The Leads, 4 kills. That would have been his ace. I can understand why he was going so hungry for it.
Ah, yeah, you would have loved to seen it.
He's got 9k, he doesn't care.
He really doesn't. Awesome. So yeah, 8 rounds, 2-round deficit. That was kind of what we were posturing towards. I was so excited for that round. I was like, come on, sAw, this is, you know, you got guns in your hand. This is where you start making things happen. Unfortunately, not to be the case. Now, timeout to come through. Cash in a serious, you know, predicament. 9 Pandas looking to get yet another round. And I'm sure the 9 Pandas fans are going to be absolutely celebrating this resurgence. It was a rough first half, but they've looked much better here on the CT side. And sAw kind of look a little bit lost, I must be honest. You know, some of that util usage hasn't been as on point as we needed to be. 9 Pandas kind of giving them a run around a little bit. And when I spoke about how 9 Pandas were struggling with their mid rounding, it feels like sAw in a similar position.
Honestly, it just looks like it's 9 Pandas playing T again. Almost. I don't know. This is difficult because I mean, sAw are going to have to pick up the pieces now. I mean, especially with obviously Mutia's going to be low on money going into this round. Well, the following round after this, obviously, and Aristotle has a chance, so he could just sell back if he wishes. But I think this is the main discussion of like, hey, I mean, what do we do? Do we try and just YOLO rush this, or do we just play the hero AK, which is not the most ideal situation to be in, and then go in with a weaker buy from that single player on the following one? Like, I mean, so many choices. Realistically, with the round loss bonus they've currently got going, I would just play a single solo AK with a couple of pistols.
Probably the best way to go about it. And I mean, sure, they've still got a little bit of wiggle room, however. Sure, they're still at a deficit. Or, well, 9 Pandas at a deficit. It is only 2 rounds, but sAw still have those 2 rounds. Unfortunately, this round is a lost round. 99%. 99%, all right? Yeah. There's a chance. There is a world. I wouldn't put it past sAw. I think that if there's a team that's going to do it, they can make it happen. But realistically speaking, this should be a 9 Pandas round, which means that sAw have kind of one more opportunity to turn the tide back in their favor.
Yeah, interestingly, they blow up the door. They tried to go in for some kind of push there. Don't quite go through the door. Oh! I disbalance. He's going to be getting a chance to be able to get a couple of kills here, but he's going to get overwhelmed. He's dropped, and lucky for the opposition, Glowin's going to be there to pick up the pieces. Aristotle left with a deagle versus Glowin, who's now going to have to go for the reload, and wow! Catches Mutras off guard. That's a USP versus AK. How does he lose that? How did they fail to buy in another kill there with only 1? That is huge. I disbalance. Again, that 1 kill definitely made a big difference, and Glowin picking up the pieces.
It's that little bit. Every little bit. One step closer to making this a bit more competitive. And even if Adis Balance only does get that 1 kill, hell, it helped. Gave them a little bit more momentum. And to be fair, I think a lot of people would have been overrun in that situation. Unless you're like a Monacy, you're probably just insta-dying there. So, well done to get that first kill. And give them the momentum that they needed. And again for sAw, back into the buying position. They have to make miracles happen now.
Yeah, this is... Oh no, Clax through the smoke. Roman gets some of his own medicine, but push on towards the site they do. Clax with the secondary one as well. Night's Pants from heaven. Delivering the vengeance from the Pandas, and Glowin going in for the trade as well. Mutra's going to be left in a 1v3. This time it might be accomplishable. He's going to be able to find the first kill, but no more. Shalfie, he chimes in with a kill. He's not really been noticeable on the CT side, but he finally comes to fruition.
10-10. Did you think we would be here at the end of that last half? I believe there was a world, because 9 Pandas were about to hit their CT side. And I said it. I said 4 rounds on your T side can be easily workable with a little bit of gumption, a little bit of tenacity. Even after losing the pistol round, we get guns in our hands and 9 Pandas start kicking back. Now, unfortunately, sAw, the problem I'm seeing is that they're very repetitive in their rounds. They do kind of the same things over and over again, and 9 Pandas, they're so easy to read into this.
Yeah, this is more than 9 Pandas we were expecting coming into this. Their T side was embarrassing, but the same can be said for sAw. Their T side is all over the place. And I'm going to be hard pressed to say it might even be a little bit worse, especially with iDisbalance coming alive so hard on the CT side. The Morris is going to be coming out over towards him, but he can just back off. The pressure has to come from ramp onto him, but it's not going to be there in time. There's still smoke 2 flashes on the side of sAw, but they have to be locked in towards this position and glowing. iDisbalance, they're going to be in such crucial positions here. I don't know how you take them out of the spot with so little utility. Flash are going to be coming through both of them, but it's only going to count for a couple of seconds here. They're going to be on site. iDisbalance takes the first kill. Glowing's going to be sent above. Going to be able to take out the offensive player as well, and the bomb planter. And that's going to be round. I mean, Roman, he's got to take 9. He's going up against 5 players here, Sam. He goes for the initial shot, but he knows it's over.
Yeah, I mean, there definitely wasn't too much to be done there, especially after that first shot comes through. There's no way that he can actually contest that defuse. What's up?
Okay, he died before time.
Yeah.
Oh, because the bomb went down. What am I talking about?
Yeah. Another solid round from 9 Pandas. And again, it's iDisbalance. He gets that opener, repositions, gets that second kill as well, playing that dynamic AWP. This is what we wanted from him. He couldn't really get it done with the AWP on the T side, but let's face it, it is far more difficult to make the T-sided AWP work on Nuke. We were talking about T-sided AWP on Anubis previously, and I was like, that's the map to do it. This is not the map to do it. And so I think they made the right call in not trying to, at least sAw, not trying to like buy into that, trying to return AWP. But now that iDisbalance is on the CT side, he has so much room to work with. So much space available to him, and he can play that dynamic AWPer. He can reposition. He can constantly be in sAw, like living rent-free in sAw's mind. And that's what you need from an AWPer.
I really got to give it to Glowing. He's been playing so well in these high intense moments where he's able to react. My mind just goes back to what, 3-4 rounds ago, where Mutrus was pushing with an AK, with the hero AK through hell, and Glowing just turns around with USP as he's run out of bullets on his AK and just double taps him to the head. Absolutely beautiful. It's just that level of being able to react so fast to information flying at you, and Mutrus failing to get that kill, because that could have made such a difference here. But we're not playing what ifs, we're playing Counter-Strike.
Alright.
See how they do. Execution out over towards this A position. Molotov down that vent position, but they didn't follow up with the push. Instead, it's going to be outside they go. Roman's already going to get tagged slightly. Mutrus, he's going to be the first to cross. Nade comes out. Split a second too early there. Molotov to follow. It's not going to be effective though, unfortunately. And Shalfie gets taken down. Story comes live with an AWP. I think this is the first time they've had an opening kill in a while. Smoke in towards that A main. They're going to be going up against iDisbalance here with the AWP. And well, they're going to regret it. He gets the first kill from that hell position. Smoke's going to allow him to reposition as well. Mutrus down in towards the secret spot at the moment. The rest of his team are kind of spread out. He's going to have to cause the distraction, but Roman, he's fallen. Mutrus is so key here, Sam. He has to find something. Clax got his back to him. He gets dropped. This could be the turn. It's either they need 3v3. Advantage is hard to call here. It's going to be bound to Mutrus if Glowing catches them off guard, which he should do. Yeah. This is going to be super hard to recover from.
Yeah, this was a really tight spot because they were pulling those rotations. The fake was working. Mutrus was getting so much.
Look at this. I mean, Story's going to walk straight into this. He's going to catch him off guard and get the kill. They knew that the player was heaven as well. They just don't know where Glowing's at, and that is going to be curious. He's trying to molly up towards heaven. Still a nade one of the players. Okay, they spotted each other. Flash comes out. They can now try and isolate this player on the site at the moment. Tosh is going to be in a lot of trouble. The P250 comes out, gets the kill, and now Story has to go in for the push. He picks up a rifle. He's got the flash. It fails. He pushes through, gets the first initial kill, but the bomb is defused. The 12th round on the board, and iDisbalance clutches it out.
Oh, Lord above, that was so close. I mean, Story getting that first kill, picking up the AK. He hears the tap. He runs through, no fear. The problem is he suspects that it may have been a fake tap. That's why he slows down and he crawls his way past Silo. And this is the thing, right? It's such a tough call to make in that moment. Do I swing this and risk getting my head blown off, or do I slow down and risk not having time because they actually did stick it? Either way, you could end up making the wrong decision.
I think it might be all over here unless Roman could do something, but Nomad is just able to delete them. Gets 2 for 1. Fantastic trades. He might be able to pick up some more here as well, and he does exactly that. Runs out of bullets, runs out of life, and it's now going to be down to the wire. 2v2. We could be seeing more. iDisbalance could be coming from behind. Story with 17 HP, the hero player. He's been heard, or must have been. He scoped in right next to one of the players, peeking around in towards Hut. He's dropped. That's round. That is game. Shalfie with the final kill. What a back and forth, but in the end, we saw 9 Pandas had a better CT side.
Oh, this is the thing, right? You can't count out a team because of a bad first half. Look, if you're looking at like an 11-1 or a 10-2, then